Hey, you can go to spectate now.
I'm listening to it right now at about half volume, and it's pretty good. I think the levels are good as long as you don't turn it into stereo all the way. So if you have it at like 75, 60%, it's good. Sounds good. How long to jam select?
All right, everybody, welcome to the second game of round one, Northern Virginia Community College Captain's Draft Tournament.
Hey, you might want to move your mic away from your mouth a little bit.
Oh, sorry, guys. Hope I didn't blow everyone.
That's a little bit better.
All right, there we go. That should be good. Didn't mean to blow out anyone's eardrums. R.E.P.
R.I.P. my eardrums.
All right, so here we go. We've got Team NAGA HEX against Team Victoria's Secret. What have you seen so far from this player pool, Mark?
Honestly, I haven't really seen anything, so I'm kind of coming into this game with a fresh start, no expectations.
Fair enough, fair enough. So we've actually got, those of you who aren't familiar with Captain's Drafts, you get a pretty big mix of skill levels between players. Some good, some still new, learning the game. But we're hoping for a pretty good match here today. Last night we had a pretty resounding victory. I think you were casting that with Daylight.
Yeah, I was.
What did you see last night?
I saw 360 no scope. Pretty much stay one step or two steps ahead of Team Snoopy the entire way around. Better warding, better team play, and they just got ahead and got the gold lead, and Team Snoopy couldn't come back.
Well, hopefully we can see maybe a more interesting game tonight. So we've got a few bands coming out. Got LeBlanc, Renekton, Thresh. Those are pretty standard bands. But you can see over here on Victoria's Secret, banned out Ari, Cassidy, and Udyr. I think those are more targeted specific players. I'm not terribly familiar with the players on NAGA HEX, but I know that their captain, Kazrun, is actually Diamond 1. So we're going to be following him around the map, seeing the impact he makes on his team, how well he leads them.
Is he going to be laning mid this game?
Sure, we're gonna have to be checking that out. Music's too loud. Actually, I meant to turn off the music anyway. Alright, thank you for that reminder. So first pick, Kale. What do you think of that, Daylight?
Kale's really good right now, and she can push a lane, she can defend. Her utility with her ult's great. I think it's a good pick.
Solid pick. Agreed here. Alright, now we've got Victoria's Secret is picking their first champ. And Victoria's Secret's team captain is actually Downey Wolf, who's a Plat 2 ranked player. So a little disparity in the captains, but overall, let's see, I've got their average elo up here. Victoria's Secret's coming in about 1632, and then we've got NAGA HEX at 1687, so they're pretty evenly matched as far, across the board. But should be interesting to see how the Diamond player can really affect his team and their teamwork. Alright, what do you think these bands, Daylight, or these picks, I'm sorry?
I like the Shyvana pick. Jarvan can be really good if he's utilized well. So we're going to have to see how their team comp revolves around Jarvan, because Shyvana can fit into most team comps anyway, but they're going to have to mold their team comp more around Jarvan, I think.
Agreed. I know we had a Jarvan in the game last night. I actually played in that game, if those of you watching didn't know that. But the Jarvan last night kind of went more damage rather than tank. Didn't work out too well. Kind of got burst down by the poke comp. But, they do have the Shyvana, and Shyvana naturally gets pretty tanky. So it'll be interesting to see the builds that come out on these two champs. Over here we've got Amatsuki. Looks like he's going to be playing ADC, although he was hitting the random button a lot.
If they do lock in the Braum with Lucian, that'd be some good synergy bot lane with the Lucian passive, but
so
looks like they're going poke lane with Morg Kate.
And Daylight, I really do like Kale and Morgana together.
Yeah.
You can really get a lockdown on the other team, and the Kale pick was pretty good. It turned out well for them, considering they've got two pretty heavy engages with their gap closers. They can really sit on the ADC, so it'd be nice to have the Kale ulti on the ADC and then Morg spell shield. Be
Interesting Draven pick. It's gonna be uphill battle, I think, for Draven, especially if Morgana starts laning her Qs. Caitlyn can just put traps down, stop him from picking up axes. Obviously they've got the poke, but Draven's got the all-in. So
Yeah, I agree with you there. I was kind of nervous he was gonna pick Leona. Leona does not do well against Morgana in the bot lane, so I'm glad he switched over to a Nami.
Nami does really well against Morgana. I think they'll have good trades, especially with Nami's E. If they maxed it on Draven, he's going to be doing a lot of damage early.
Yeah, definitely. We've got the Xin Zhao, possibly. And personally, I don't know about you, Daylight, but I ban Xin almost every single game. I cannot stand that champion. He is such a pain in the butt to deal with.
Well, I mean, it's kind of two ways, right? Because Xin doesn't really have any escapes, so when he goes in for a gank, he's going all in.
Yeah.
So you just need a lot of good follow up, and if they can do that on their team, then they're going to be fine.
It's definitely the
Otherwise, he's just going to feed though.
ultimate YOLO jungler.
Yep, pretty much.
At least Jarvan can ulti and then EQ out of his ulti and leave everyone standing in his pool for a few seconds. The Cataclysm. Alright, we got a Syndra coming out from mid lane.
Looks like they're just gonna try to go for a burst comp with Morgana Q, and then catch somebody and have Cinder just ult him and knock him down real quick.
Mm-hmm. Looks like we're gonna have a Yasuo mid. I don't know how I feel about that against a Syndra. I believe he's supposed to do quite well against Syndra, but...
Well, I think the matchup's in Yasuo's favor, especially with his wind wall. He can block Syndra's ult. And it's kind of tough for Syndra once Yasuo gets in her face. It's going to be hard to land the stun if she's not ready for it.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm thinking now, it's interesting to look at. NAGA HEX has a ton of poke and ranged AoE, so it's going to be interesting to see how Yasuo can utilize his wind wall. If he can... stop a Morgana Q or kill, Kale's slow. It should be interesting. I feel like it could really kind of set back NAGA HEX a bit if he uses it well. You've also got the Caitlyn ulti. He can block that, obviously. So I think they're really going to rely on Xin Zhao. And look at this. Morgana is actually taking... Oh. Never mind. You fooled me. I thought... Looked like the Morgana was going smite as well. We're going to have a double smite team, but he changed it. Alright, looks like we're going to have a Kale top against Shyvana. Do you know anything about that matchup, Daylight?
I don't know too much about it personally, because I haven't played top in a long time, but I feel like Kale can definitely harass Shyvana pretty well, especially with... her slow, being able to get away from Shyvana's burnout. So, yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to be a skill matchup. I think Shyvana probably can win the lane overall, depending on how well she plays. She probably just wants to farm safely, not take too much harass, and wait for jungle ganks, though.
True enough. I am glad that the Kale took teleport, because we knew that Shyvana was going to take TP. That's pretty much standard on every top laner now, so she'll be able to follow and also split push some lanes if they get an opening, and join the team when they go to do objectives. I feel like Kale's probably going to be saving her TP and just following Shyvana around the map, though, rather than being aggressive and using it first. But we'll see how they use it. It should be interesting. All right, guys, we are currently waiting. I've got another minute 30, so we're going to go to a quick break, and we'll be right back.
I believe every day's a good day when you paint. I believe it'll bring a lot of good thoughts to your heart. Let's build a happy little cloud. Let's build some happy little trees. There are no limits here. You start out by believing here. You can almost paint with anything. All you have to do is practice. There are no limits here. You start out by believing here. This is your world. You're the creator. Find freedom on this canvas. Believe that you can do it. Cause you can do it. Give it a little touch. Give it a little push. Make love to the canvas. Give it a little touch. Give it a little push. Caress it. Very gentle. Grab it. Lift it. Fluff it. You can go on and on and on. Back and forth. Back and forth. Layer after layer after layer. Let's build a happy little cloud. Let's build some happy little trees. There are no limits here. You start out by believing here. This is your world. You're the creator. Find freedom on this canvas. Believe that you can do it. Cause you can do it. Relax. Let it flow. Think like water. Relax. Let it flow. You can go on and on and on. We don't make mistakes. We just have happy accidents. You can do anything that you want to do. Total power. Sing along, have a good time.
Alright guys, welcome back to the second game of our Captain's Draft Tournament here at Northern Virginia Community College. If you're just joining us, I am Lycan Master, and with me is WPDayLight.
Howdy, guys.
Alright, so as soon as we got into game, 6 seconds in, the game has been paused. I believe we are waiting on a reconnect for the Diamond 1 Morgana Kazaroon. So I guess we can just kind of talk about the team comps a little bit more while we're waiting, Daylight. I'm actually kind of surprised that our team NAGA HEX decided to have their Diamond 1 player go support. I think that's interesting.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, and I'm just not sure if they were worried about their bot lane in this matchup, or if that's a role that he prefers to be in this setting. But it's definitely going to be interesting to see how he affects that lane. And you can carry from support too. So I mean, Morgana's a strong champion. He can make a lot of plays with it. So
I agree with you on that one. I think Morgana's quite a good champion. Definitely. We'll see what he does. I know that we do have a lot of skill coming out from him, so hopefully he can get his ADC fed. I know he's up against a pretty low ranked player in Ruined Shadow. Although I did notice that Nami actually has the new River Spirit Nami skin, so I was very excited about that.
I haven't seen that skin yet, so I'm going to be pretty excited to see it as soon as this game gets unpaused.
Definitely. You know what? I'm actually going to move the camera over and go look at Nami. Where is she? Oh, I can't move the camera.
Now we can't move it until the game's resumed.
Blame. Go back to directed. All right, here we go. Everyone is buying their items. Let's see if anyone forgets a trinket. All right. Naga Hex getting the early start out of the gate, leaving base. See if anyone's going for any kind of wonky invades or anything like that. Ping's going down from blue.
Hmm.
Oh, there's that Nami skin.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Oh, she's like a fish.
Go figure, it is Nami.
It's true. Oh, we got Xin Zhao throwing out a few laughs. All right. Oh, going through try. Maybe an invade on blue.
Oh man, we got 4 bots, so we're going to see how this works out.
It's like, doesn't look like anyone on the purple team saw them. But, oh, here we go. Here we go. Morgana leading the way.
Draven doesn't.
Q.
Oh,
we
oh.
got Q. Nami lands her bubble.
Not too much damage coming out from that, but definitely enough to prevent purple team from trying to fight.
Got a lot of work done for a ward on blue, but definitely showing that they're not afraid to be aggressive.
Yeah.
Right off the get-go. I appreciate that. I like that strategy. All right, now
Minions have spawned.
Victoria's Secret does know that they're at their red. They have that trinket ward and river right there, and they did see them go. All 4 of them go into there. So, gonna get a timer on that. And then again, blue team does have that ward on Victoria's Secret's blue as well.
Yeah, and they're pinging that river bush. Not sure if they're afraid of like a re-invade or if they just cautioning their players not to go out, but I don't think they're going to be walking the lane from the blue through the river anytime soon. They're probably... Oh, looks like they are, actually. They do the exact opposite of what I said.
The curse of the commentator, right? I did steal that line from FIFA, so... Those of you concerned about copyright infringement.
I wouldn't have walked through there, personally, knowing that they were already there.
I do notice that out of a lot of low elo players, they tend to be a little not quite as safe.
Morgana landing the Q. Draven dropped an axe. He's taking a lot of damage early.
Did you notice the Nami landing the bubble on Khazrun? Nothing's going to come of it.
Draven didn't follow up. He decided to farm instead.
Oh.
Oh, he's face checked the bush. Morgana missed the Q. Wow, he's taking a lot of damage. He's already used his pot.
Hey, I didn't know there were drugs in League of Legends there.
Yeah, those red pots, man.
We do have the Nami heal though, so that's interesting to note as well. That bot lane does have a lot more sustain, but I think Blue's just gonna keep trying to poke, and Morgana does have a pretty good advantage on Draven because she knows where his axes are gonna land. So a lot of Morganas will try and time their Q to hit him as he tries to go for to catch his axe.
Yeah, and Caitlyn can do the same thing with her traps too. So.
Gank coming up top. Let's go back top. Nothing comes of that, but we got Jarvan coming in for the counter gank, and he's just sitting there. I think he's waiting for...
There's no ward there, so they're just waiting to see what happens.
So let's go back bot, I guess. Looks like Draven's
Draven's pretty low, but so's Caitlyn. They land the Q on Nami instead.
And we got first blood Shyvana top lane.
Nami just flashed bot lane at the same time. Took a lot of harass after that Morg Q. Those headshots from Caitlyn really doing a lot of damage early right now.
I think bot lane's pretty much a stalemate at the moment. Yasuo's beating up on the Syndra mid lane, but you know, I'm not surprised early game. It seems pretty typical to me.
Morgana landing another Q. And the net coming down hitting Draven, so a lot of harass. He's really low. I think one headshot would probably kill him right now.
Kayle used her TP, got back to lane pretty fast, so she's not going to miss out on too much CS. Something I noticed down bot lane actually though was oh wait, that's not actually top.
I think Shyvana's going to be just fine.
She is a dragon lady. So something I noticed right off the bat from Cosmorin, I always love watching high elo players, seeing how they, kind of like the little things they do that set them apart from everyone else. And I noticed that she was trying to use the stacks on her Frostblade, whatever the level 1's called. Spell Thief's Edge, that's what it's called. She was trying to proc that passive on it every single time, get as much gold as possible.
Right.
We got Xin and Jarvan bot. Let's see if anything comes of it. I don't think Purple wants to fight right here. Victoria's Secret and bot lane's pretty low. Xin deals a lot of damage early too, with that, especially with that slow. So I think fighting would be a really bad idea for them here. Yeah, agreed on that one.
Xin going mid though. No wards, so we're gonna see if anything comes.
Nami singing.
Gank.
Just listen to that Nami song. It's gonna taunt all of them to try and... Oh, here we go. Xin mid lane. And
Yasuo getting knocked up. He's gonna have to flash.
Oh, we got the
And
kill
it
coming
didn't
up
matter.
from
Level
Syndra.
6 Syndra at first.
She hit level
He missed
6.
he missed the wind wall. If he got that wind wall actually to face Syndra, he could have survived.
I think he panicked a little bit there.
Yeah, he panic flashed and he missed the wind wall at the same time. I don't blame him. Syndra's pretty scary when she hits 6.
It was very scary. All right, let's take a look at the CS here. Caitlyn is a commanding lead on Draven at the moment. They both did just base, but it looks like, yeah, Caitlyn, really only getting the boots advantage. Nothing too big yet.
It's only 9 CS, or no, sorry, it's not 9 CS. It's about 12 CS right now. But with that Draven passive, if they do manage to get a kill, he's going to be well ahead of Caitlyn, or at least tied, depending on how the CS continues to go.
Draven's definitely one of those champions that can come back hard. He's not really a victim of snowballing.
One thing I do notice about this Draven is he's got a lot of opportunities to poke, and he's been taking the farm instead. So.
Oh, we seem to be poking quite a bit there, dishing out the damages.
He needs to poke against this Caitlyn instead of taking the farm every chance he gets. She's just getting free autos off on him more often than not. They're going really aggressive right now in this Victoria's Secret bot lane.
We do have Xin hanging around Tribush, but I think he's going to back off. Looks like Jarvan's going to his blue. Also, I noticed Syndra actually purchased a chalice against Yasuo mid lane, and I can understand that for the mana regen, but I'm not sure about that magic resist, because if you look at Victoria's Secret's team, they really don't have any AP.
Yeah, I think she's mainly just doing it for the mana regen, but she really needs... She should have picked up a tier instead.
Yeah, I agree with that. Oh well, whatever works. It's kind of a comfort pick sometimes. I know I do that myself. But...
Yeah, so, like, me personally, I don't really like the upgrade from tier that much. I'd rather have the CDR
yeah, definitely.
from Athene's Grail, so...
Top lane seems pretty boring to me. Just got a tanky Shyvana.
Oh, she had the flash. She's probably going to go down here. I don't see her surviving this.
As I say how boring it is, we got...
Oh, we needed the flash for it, though. Jarvan coming down. Kale already preemptively ulting.
Oh,
And, wow, Jarvan.
I'm very confused how that happened there.
Not sure how it happened, but he still managed to pick up the kill.
Xin was actually trapped in the Cataclysm, but outside of... Oh, he's going ham. Oh, he backs away. Poor John. John wanted that kill.
I'll take that.
I think Draven's catching a little bit, up a little bit in CS there. I think a lot of Draven players, I don't know if you've seen this also, Daylight, but a lot of Draven players kind of just stand stand where they are and just try and catch axes and tank as much as possible, counting on the lifesteal and their support to heal them up, and just try and dish out as much damage as they can. Hopefully, kill the other guy before they die. At least at the the lower brackets without the same skill level that you see at the higher ones. We got a dive coming in from Jarvan and Shyvana.
Well, the Q missed. If Morgana had landed that snare, that would have definitely been a kill on Nami. I don't think her flash is up, so she could have possibly lived.
We got a dive coming from Yasuo, and that is one dead ball lady.
And he didn't even take much damage. He's pretty much at full HP right now. So, I definitely think rushing Chalice is kind of set her back a little bit, because she could have just rushed Seeker's Arm Guard, had a little bit more defense.
Now gold advantage has actually moved over onto Yasuo. Syndra was winning for a bit there. And he's finished Static Shiv. He chose not to get boots first. I think that's a good call personally. Yasuo can get around pretty fast with his E. And just that extra damage coming out from the Static Shiv proc, plus the movement speed from Zeal is really going to help him out a lot.
Yeah, if I was Syndra right now, I'd be pretty worried about laning right now, because with the Shiv, Yasuo is just going to deal massive amounts of damage early. She can't even get close enough to see us right now. She's going to be farming under a tower, unless Xin ganks a few times and gets her a gold lead, but I just don't see it happening. They've got good ward coverage in the river.
Just gonna have to sit back and farm for now. Jarvan's been pretty active on ganking.
Buffs are going to be spawning pretty soon, so we're going to see if anyone goes for a steal.
Oh, that looks like that's going to be dead.
Oh, nope. Oh, yep. Caitlyn ult coming down.
Looks like we got...
And just to get Draven
away. Syndra has such excellent feel. Really, she can get away from anything.
Syndra?
People chasing her, she just knocks them back and gets away every time. Now Shyvana still has a cooldown on her ulti, which is why I think she didn't go for that kill. I'm pretty sure she could have killed Kayle. Something else I did notice, looks like, Xin Zhao is the only one with a super lens right now. And he's been using it to great effect. That's the second ward I've seen him get this game. And vision control is so important.
Yeah, vision control is important. They need to really clear these pink wards out. They're in obvious places, so all it takes is a little bit of effort to check if these river bushes have been pinked. Looks like blue is pinging that bush to check. So, they know that there's a high possibility that pink wards are there.
They're driving over the blue buff. It's another advantage to... Oh, nice wind wall there.
Yeah, that was a great wind wall.
Well done, sir. Dodges, though.
Misses the Q. I don't think he would have all-in'd there if he had landed it.
He did have his ulti.
Yes, Syndra has her ulti too, though. I'd be worried about the turret burst with her ult too, so...
Wow,
looks like
for Caitlyn. Keeps pulling out that ace in the hole. Well done, sir. Well done.
I didn't see the action, but it looks like Morgana probably caught him with a snare, and then Draven just went too far into the lane without
the dragon gets away. Oh, and driving with the cleanup. Well done. Shyvana barely made it away from that one, but we've got a dragon coming down for blue team.
Yeah, this is going to be uncontested. There's nothing they can do. The jungler's top lane.
Oh,
wow.
Draven almost got that.
Didn't smite it.
That was blind. Didn't even have a ward. He almost got that.
Blue team's turret has been
Nami getting caught.
Dead Nami there.
Yeah, no, the Morgana ult. Wow, the Morgana ult didn't kill her, but Caitlyn picked it up.
Was the turret instead of getting that kill.
Draven trying to go for the Morgana kill, but I think he's just gonna die. Yep, he's just gonna die.
YOLO. Zhao coming out. We got another dead. That's just deaths all around for.
It's going to be interesting to see how effective Caitlyn can be in the mid game. She's getting a large gold lead over Draven.
Well, with that dragon, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting the team names. Naga Hex actually pretty much caught up in gold. We've got only about a 150 difference right now, guys. Make that 200. But purple team did get that top turret while Jarvan was up there, so I'd say that's a pretty even trade. Dragon for a turret.
Looks like the solo laners for Victoria's Secret though, taking a pretty commanding lead over Naga Hex solo laners. So if Yasuo and Shyvana can provide a large enough impact, I don't think Caitlyn's going to be much of a factor.
Yeah, definitely. And we do have, we were talking about it earlier. Draven passive, he's been farming up, so he's building up quite a few adoration stacks. So once he does get one of those kills, he's going to become relevant again.
Well, the problem is he loses his stacks whenever he dies. So he's had 3 deaths. He's lost a large amount of passive gold that he could have had.
I believe it's half of them.
I think so. It's half. So
Missing a Q.
3 deaths. He's
Out.
wow.
Oh,
Wow. He misses the ult.
Draven just cannot finish right now.
Nami going for the kill. She could get Caitlyn. I don't think it's gonna happen though. Morgana Q saving Caitlyn right there.
Ultimate BM. He saw that coming.
The ace in the hole. I don't think Caitlyn even wanted to get close.
He saw his death, and he was just... There's nothing he could have done there. Taking a look at the map again, though, it looks like blue team really has a commanding ward presence in the bottom half of the map. But since there's no dragon, both bot lanes are going back to base. I really don't see how it's going to be kind of really helping them at all.
Yeah, well, they know that Jarvan's going to be trying to make plays for bot lane since they're not doing so hot right now. So they've got everything warded that they need to see where Jarvan's coming from. They've got the pink ward, they've got river warded, and they've even got Tribush for purple side warded. I don't think there's going to be any ganks happening.
There's that second pink ward, and now it looks like Zin went all. I'm sorry, Zin. Yasuo went all. Oh, he misses the ulti. Yasuo barely makes it away. Wow, I thought we were gonna see it.
Wow.
Doing major work.
Draven finally getting a kill. I'm not sure if it's worth the double kill on Caitlyn though.
So Draven. We got a 6-0 into Caitlyn here. We're really gonna need to be watching out for her. I don't see too much,
Purple team's turret has been
armor
destroyed.
coming out for Victoria's Secret yet. I guarantee you this next back shift's probably gonna start picking up some armor. Or she's gonna finish her pork, we'll see.
She's gonna need a
cloak.
She's gonna need a Sunfire cape to sit on top of this Caitlyn.
I don't think I think Shyvana's gonna try and play the game without finishing an item. We have 2 minutes till drag, so in a minute we will start seeing some setup for dragon from the purple team.
Looks like the bot power for Naga Hex is going to go down here. That's going to open up a little bit more map control the bot lane, but I don't think it's going to do much in terms of Jarvan ganks.
And we do have a counter push mid by the Morgana Syndra combo, the purple ladies as I like to call them.
That Draven ulti doing nearly nothing.
Yeah, and if you look at the items, you see Kate's actually a whole. She's got a BF and a dagger up over Draven. It's almost 2,000 gold. She's a commanding lead at the moment. Draven decided he did not want to tank that turret. Just gonna leave Shyvana there to do it herself. Purple is all grouped up, and we do have drag coming up in 50 seconds. I'm sorry. Just kind of derping around mid lane. Now this is the time that I think we'll see Naga Hex trying to use their poke comp to their advantage. See if they can get some free damage out. We do have Caitlyn with red buff, so she can definitely put some major hurt down on the Victoria's Secret team.
Kale's pushing out top, forcing Shyvana to go top as well. I don't think she was maybe trying to get a free tower with the pressure going mid, but
Well,
I don't think it's going to be happening quite
we
here.
do have drag coming up actually in 8 seconds, and Kale does have her teleport up. Shyvana's is down.
Shyvana's fighting Kale right now. She's doing pretty good damage.
I don't think that was a very well advised.
Yeah, that Yasuo ulti only caught Morgana.
Now we've got that Caitlyn.
That's a 2-for-1, and they're gonna get 3 here. Looks like they're actually gonna clean up and get 4 members. Wow, Caitlyn picking up 3 kills and a free dragon.
Shyvana's up in top lane just saying, what are you guys doing? What's going on? No dragon, and you just... I guess there was a dragon here, it just wasn't.
Look at the ward coverage for Team NAGA HEX 2 around mid and in the river. They've got total control over vision.
Ludicrous amount of awards.
I mean, they even have a ward in the middle lane.
And with that, you see NAGA HEX actually is jumped up about 6,000 gold. They got mid turret, they got dragon, 4 kills out of that, some CS, buff control. See if Shyvana can finish off this kill. I think she will.
Yeah, this Kale's gonna go down. I don't see her surviving. Syndra is coming up, but she's gonna die right here. Kale is. I don't think Syndra would want to pick that fight right now.
Definitely agree with you there. One big scary dragon.
Yeah, if Victoria's Secret wants to make a comeback, they're gonna need Shyvana to enter the fight and sit in the back line. Otherwise, NAGA HEX is just gonna get way out of control.
And I did notice that Morgana's actually picked up a sweeper lens. That's always what you want to do once you pick up your sightstone as a support, because you're gonna have those 3 wards out. You don't want to be using a trinket ward as one of them.
Yeah, and Nami hasn't done that yet, so just another reason why there's so many wards right now on the Victoria's Secret side. They've got blue warded, they've got the ward behind Baron.
I see 3 pinks down on the map. That means 3 people, or 3 of the team members have all placed pinks. So that's really great teamwork and coordination going down there.
Yeah.
Looks like bot lane's gonna collapse on this. We'll see if anything comes of it. Never mind, they're gonna go the safe way around. I'm too scared.
Yeah, they're going the safe way around. I don't blame them here. They just want to hold off the tower. Because they have no vision control. They don't know if they can run through the jungle in the first place.
Yeah, you know, 2 of them throw wards in the same bush. It seems a little silly. I just don't see very much coordination from...
Yeah, there's no team coordination going on right now.
Caitlyn is so cocky. Look at her sitting out front.
Well, she knows she has a ton of peel right now. They've got Syndra stun, Morgana Q. They even have Kale slow, so I don't think she's too worried about.
Morg shield and Kale LT. She gives 0.
And she's so fed. She could probably kill everybody. She could probably kill everybody on their team right now. I don't even think Shyvana would be able to.
Yeah, well, again, Shyvana went for that magic resist instead of.
Yeah, she was rushing a Spirit Visage in lane, try to deal with Kale, but she was winning the lane so hard. I don't really see why she should be so worried about Kale.
Big wave pushing bot. Kate's gonna go clear that. There goes the only pink ward that purple had.
Now Kale doesn't have teleport, but Shyvana does. Doesn't matter too much right now because there's no pressure. So Kale's just going to be able to group back up again.
And Syndra's catching up a bit here. Team fights is really the kind of the area where she starts to shine, I think. Honestly, I think that who's the purple team? Victoria's Secret really just needs to kind of split push, utilize their fed Shyvana to try and push a lane and hopefully hold off a blue team group push. Because right now they cannot handle a team fight. They'll go down. They'll just be melted so fast.
Caitlyn just pushing bot, getting some damage on the tower. Jarvan not stopping her at all. That's a lot of free damage. The tower's already half health. Nami missing the
5-man collapse.
Q. Shyvana all catches nobody.
Got a flash coming out from Morg, and they get run away again. Such great disengage from NAGA HEX. Really great team comp.
Yeah, that Frost Queen just slowed Shyvana in her, stopped her in her tracks pretty much. They couldn't chase, they couldn't do anything. And they got a free tower mid.
Looks like they got a Xin caught out, but they're not gonna go in on him.
This is where the vision's really going to come into play. They don't have any map control in their own jungle right now.
Yeah, and they're pushed back to their inhib turret in mid lane, and mid lane's the fastest pushing lane naturally, so that's not a very good spot for them to be in.
Yeah, it opens up the entire jungle for Team NAGA HEX. They can invade. They don't have to worry about anything.
Jarvan finally getting that sweeper lens. And I do see a Warden's Mail coming out from him. He's going to try and deal with the Caitlyn.
No wards topside right now for either team.
Got a lot of wards in their inventory, though. I think they're going to go try and fix their vision problem right now.
Yeah, they need to get these wards down key locations. I would probably worry about warding your own jungle first, considering all the map pressure NAGA HEX has on Victoria's Secret. And they need to make sure they keep Baron warded. But I don't think they're going to be pushing into NAGA HEX's jungle anytime soon. So this is purely defensive wards at the moment. Trying to get some vision control on Dragon, but NAGA HEX just uses the pink to destroy that ward. Caitlyn's just a menace right now, dealing free damage to everybody.
She's got 200 CS at 27 minutes.
9
She's
kills.
also got 9 kills. That's really where the gold's coming out. Looks like they're going for drag. They've got the vision. They know where everyone is. Trap's down. I don't think there's any way that...
No, they're going to be too scared to engage here. So without Shyvana, they really need Shyvana to teleport. Oh, there's the Shyvana
coming
teleport.
in. Let's see if
Shyvana teleport. Nami lands the few. Wow, this is a great engage from Team Victoria's Secret, actually. Draven going down.
Kayle can't see
He's
that TP there.
He's going to die to Zen. Looks like they are going to chase him.
So we got a 1 for 2, and they did not get the...
Oh, Jarvan flashes for the kill. And they're going to pick it up with the help of Nami.
It's a 1 for 3 and the Lost Dragon, but I think that definitely helped them out. They're gonna
oh wow, they died Caitlyn. They get the shutdown. That was very well played. And they're going to get the mid tower.
Alright, that was a very, very long fight progression, but it definitely favored Victoria's Secret there. They're going to get some map control again, some pressure down, a lot of gold back.
Kayle's going to be able to hold this off without too much of a problem. So they will just get that one mid turret.
That is one they sorely needed, though.
Yeah, that opens up the map for them greatly. So now they can try to be a little bit more offensive, but they're really going to have to get more sweepers on the map if they want to bully their way into NAGA HEX's jungle.
Agreed. One thing I do want to note, though, you've got purple team. They've really spread the gold out. They've got kills, 3 kills on 3 champions. But if you look over at NAGA HEX, you got pretty much all your golds on one person on the Caitlyn. So you've got 2 Randuin's Omens over on Victoria's Secret now. It's gonna, obviously targeted at Caitlyn, and also Xin Zhao. But you know what? That actually affects Kayle too. Those are all attack speed champions. So, I think it's going to be interesting to see how the game plays out as this goes along.
I mean, if Victoria's Secret can manage to just catch Caitlyn or burst her down or zone her out of a team fight, I think they're going to win in every team fight that progresses like that. So it's going to be interesting to see how they use the Shyvana and Jarvan to try to force Caitlyn out of auto attack range. Agreed.
You've got 2 super tanks out of Jarvan and Shyvana. they've got that gap closer. They can go sit on Caitlyn. The thing to watch is going to be how well NAGA HEX continues their wards and also how well they protect their Fed ADC. If they do that successfully, if they control the vision game and they peel for Caitlyn, I think they're going to win this game.
Caitlyn picking up her red right now.
Oh, her red?
Her own red, yeah.
Not Xin Zhao's red?
Not anymore.
Anymore it's not. Not when you go 9, 1, and 4.
Then all the buffs belong to you.
All your buffs belong to us.
Looks like Darwin's still gonna pick up his own blue though. Don't really blame him. Yasuo can't do too much with a blue. It's just a little bit of CDR on his Q.
Definitely appreciate that as the jungler, having a mid laner who's a manaless champ. It definitely helps a lot with your clear times, being able to.
They could have given it to Nami too. Something to consider.
Yeah, Nami is fairly low level though and pretty weak, so I think it was probably a good decision.
Yeah, she doesn't really last too long in team fights right now. But she's not a high priority target either, so I mean, you know, it's got its trade-offs.
Now Victoria's Secret can see the movement that NAGA HEX has right here. They're moving around towards bot lane, thinking about pushing that turret. You see the vision control is starting to help out purple team a little bit. They're coming back and.
Victoria's Secret did pick up 2 more sweepers as well though. So and they're all being used. They're all on cooldown. So.
Nami still has that warding trinket. I don't think he's watching this stream, Daylight. I don't think he's listening to.
He definitely needs to get rid of that. And get a sweeper and then just upgrade the sight stone.
Well, I mean, we are LCS casters, so I think
we know what we're talking about here.
obviously we know everything about everything. It's a completely false statement.
Interesting Aegis though for Nami, considering there's not too much AoE on Team NAGA HEX. It's really just the Kale and then the splash damage from Syndra. But
I don't know about that. Morgana is becoming a bit of a threat. With her Frost Queen, and also actually she's still a special, she does have her.
She has Zhonya's, I guess.
She's Zhonya's. Syndra's got Zhonya's. You got some magic damage coming out from Kale.
I mean, if I were the Nami, I would have gone for a Michaela's Crucible,
Yeah,
because you need to get rid of that stun instead.
You look at this Yasuo though. He's almost 100+ creep score of his counterpart in mid lane. So. He's been doing his job in farming. But we've got another turret going down for Victoria's Secret. Kale and Shyvana both going top. Both TPs are up.
Yeah, they're just
Dragon coming up in 10 seconds. So it looks like.
Oh, Shyvana actually ulting Kale right here. She used the active on her Cutlass to slow down Kale, but Kale's got her Q. Burnout catching up to Kale. This is like a battle of who can use their skills at the right time to escape the other. Looks like Shyvana just doesn't feel it's worth.
Yeah, they
Redragon, but Victoria's Secret did get a little bit of river control back by clearing that pink.
And there goes another ward.
They need to get that pink out of blue as well.
NAGA HEX collapsing on mid. Victoria's Secret really has to back off there. They don't really have any choice. Kills are almost about even now, but you see the goal differential still very in favor of NAGA HEX.
Yeah, and that's just where the dragons are really adding in. Especially a couple of tower gold lead. That's not too much, but
it's 3 uncontested dragons for NAGA HEX. Really.
Yasuo actually.
Oh,
wow, Yasuo misses the ult.
Played by Amatsuki there.
So free flash right there for Team NAGA HEX on Yasuo.
believe Caitlyn did flash there as well, though. Super lens is paying off. Jarvan was trying to dipsy doodle away around it. He almost didn't get it in time.
Victoria's Secret's definitely improved their vision control, but I wouldn't say they're in a good spot right now. Not until they can clear these wards out of their bottom jungle.
They do have wards on Baron, and NAGA HEX does not actually have a ward on Baron at the moment, so possibly a sneaky Miracle Baron, but I don't think it's going to happen. We do see Kayle coming down. She's going to be spotted out by those wards. Jarvan's going after her. Got a deep ward by Kayle at the red buff. We'll see if Victoria's Secret can pull
She's extremely deep right now in Victoria's Secret territory, but nothing's going to happen of it because of the zoning from their mid lane.
Nami does get caught out by a Merc here in this side.
And wow,
Oh, you
Syndra
Syndra
ults, but doesn't kill Nami.
Seal Windwall saves the day for the Rainbow Fish.
This match kind of turning just into a poke war with a little bit of side lane farming. Each teams are feeling each other out. I think NAGA HEX is pretty content just using their advantage and their intimidation to gain objectives like Dragon to try to increase their gold lead.
Got a attempted an engage here, but disengage.
Shyvana still has her ult, but she's pretty low. She ults in, but it's not going to do anything. Frost Queen Blade, Shyvana getting extremely low.
The Nami ult does not hit anyone.
Jarvan's going to take a ton of damage from Caitlyn.
Jarvan goes down.
Oh, Caitlyn's extremely low, but she's going to be fine underneath her turret. And that's a dead Yasuo.
Yeah.
Wow, that kite back from NAGA HEX
Disengage.
extremely well. And that's going to be an ace.
5 for 1. I do not think that's what Victoria's Secret had in mind when they went for that. NAGA HEX could definitely take Baron.
They tried to force that fight extremely hard.
I think they're gonna take this mid inhibitor and then maybe go for a Baron. But they might just base and keep playing it safe. They do have the vision. And if they get the inhib down, Victoria's Secret's just gonna have to put it
Team's turret has been destroyed.
See Zen splitting bot trying to get that other inhibitor turned
Purple
down.
team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
Yeah, I think they're gonna get both inhibs here. Jarvan can't do anything in this situation. He's the only one that's up.
And that's a commanding gold lead from NAGA HEX. They've just jumped up to 14k. I do not see Victoria's Secret coming back from this one, guys.
Yeah, if they want any chance at all, they need to go ward Baron right now and push their mid and bot lane out as much as possible. Because NAGA HEX can just back and then let the lanes push and try to take a free Baron if they want.
Yeah, we've got a Caitlyn at almost full build. One more item to complete. If you look over at poor old Draven, he's only got three completed items there.
He's trying to get his last whisper right now, but I don't think he's quite close enough in gold. He needs about another 200, 225 gold to get his last whisper. He's desperately trying to get his last whisper right now.
Looks like NAGA HEX is trying to set up for a Baron. See them kind of moving around there, warding up. Morgana clearing out wards that she can. She really wants to get that pink.
She's gonna get it. It's taking 4 members from Victoria's Secret just to push mid lane back to the neutral zone. Meanwhile, bot's pushing with the super minions.
Yeah, I think this is going to be an uncontested Baron for NAGA HEX over here. They were decided to do it. Got Morgana. Morgana's got that Abyssal Scepter now as well, so.
I mean, if they decide to fight right now, Which it looks like they are engaging right now. Wow, actually great
ulti on Shyvana, but
great counter engage right now from Victoria's Secret.
this might be a
Caitlyn,
throw. Finish off the Morgana here. Yasuo is on Caitlyn. Let's see if
oh man,
ulti and
ton of damage coming in from Xin Zhao right there.
Caitlyn and Xin are able to pull that off.
Not bad for a 4v5 though, considering Draven's just trying to stop these super minions from taking over their base.
A 3v2 here, and Caitlyn's almost dead, but Victoria's Secret is just too scared of the power coming out from that Caitlyn.
Well, she does have Infinity Edge, something she got really early, considering her gold.
They do need to back. You'll see they got super minions out their base. I've got Raven doing his darndest to clear it. Nami bubbling up, and they do manage to save that Nexus turret with 98 HP left.
Yeah, that's just going to be one auto attack from Caitlyn. They decide to push into their base.
Fifth uncontested dragon from NAGA HEX. Ping's coming out from blue. It looks like they're going to try and push the top turret here.
Yeah, I think those pings were warding locations that they want to secure before they make a push for that top turret.
Caitlyn's going to grab her red buff. Xin Zhao has the other team's red buff.
Caitlyn's got a Guardian Angel now, so I think she's going to be a lot more aggressive in team fights.
Got a full build Caitlyn here.
She doesn't have any elixirs yet though, so she's not completely full build. But by next back, she's going to be a force to be reckoned with if she's not already.
We do have the inhibs coming back up for Victoria's Secret. Someone autoed Baron, but we'll see if anything comes of that. Draven's gonna go by.
There's still one super minion. It could take out that inhibitor if Draven hadn't gone back.
Yasuo is so much farther ahead than Syndra.
The problem is though, he can't really get a good engage. He's been trying to force engages on this Caitlyn. Wow.
A good Jarvan EQ combo to knock out.
Shyvana going in. Wow, Jarvan. Jarvan steals.
He catches everyone in the Cataclysm.
Morgana ult coming in. Actually manages to snare everybody, and that's gonna be
not worth. Looks like that's gonna be GG.
Well, they managed to pop the Caitlyn Guardian Angel, but that is definitely
the trap catches out the Jarvan.
That's bye Jarvan. Wow.
Oh, never mind. Draven never was there.
Well, Draven's got Baron buff, but that's about all they gained from that fight.
That AP's really gonna help Draven out. I think that was an ill-advised engage at Baron. Draven's gonna do his darndest, but it's not gonna be enough.
Actually pinging to back from the tower, opting to pick the second inhibitor instead.
I agree with that call.
They could have just
ended there. I think they're gonna go for the end now. They just want to be careful.
Yeah, there it is.
GGs are gonna be coming out here.
Nexus goes down, right? Draven actually gonna die to Caitlyn one last time.
The TP coming in from Kayle, just so she could be there to be with her team. She really likes her teammates. Alright, well congratulations to Victoria's Secret. Moving on to the second round of the winners bracket for the Captain's Draft Tournament.
Don't you mean NAGA HEX?
Yes, NAGA HEX, that's what I said. That's not what I said. But yeah, so big congratulations to Team NAGA HEX moving on to the second round of the winners bracket. Best of luck to Victoria's Secret. They are not eliminated from this tournament quite yet. They will be playing in the first round of the losers bracket. So thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed our shoutcast. Stay tuned. We'll be updating with announcements on the second round of our tournament. We'll have a lot more games as well as some teams that have not played yet. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Thanks for joining me, Daylight. It was a pleasure having you on cast with me.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Yeah, so hope to see you all in the next game, and good luck to everybody.